Earlier this week, New Jersey Municipal Judge Roy McGready announced in his courtroom to uproarious applause that there was probable cause to go ahead and charge New Jersey Governor Chris Christie with official misconduct in relation to his involvement in the Bridgegate scandal for the George Washington Bridge lane closures. Now, here is why this is so important. McGready had actually ruled that there was probable cause last year, but on appeal, the higher court said that we do not agree with your definition of probable cause here. We do not agree with your evidence. Look at the case again, find something else before it can go forward. Well, according to McGready, he found something else. And so the charges can go forward, the charges will go forward, and now it's only a matter of time before official criminal charges are pressed and filed against New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, at which point it will go to a grand jury if they do end up filing the criminal charges. There is still a chance they may decide not to. Would go to a grand jury to decide whether or not to issue an official indictment against this sitting governor. Here's why this is important. Chris Christie has been a very big ally of Donald Trump, sometimes. A news story did actually come out this morning that said that Chris Christie was unhappy because at a recent dinner with Donald Trump, Trump made Christie order the meatloaf. Not sure why that warranted a headline, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Regardless, though, Chris Christie is also a rising star within the Republican Party. At one point, he was the head of the Republican Governors Association, had a lot of pull, a lot of say in Republican Party policy, Republican Party politics, and aside from his pathetic showing during the Republican presidential primaries, had long been thought to be somebody who could take over the mantle as party leader and eventually go on to become president. If we get criminal charges against Chris Christie in this Bridgegate scandal, his career should effectively be over. And I say should because 15, 20 years ago, this would absolutely end a politician's career. But after what we've seen with Donald Trump, God only knows what it takes to end somebody's career at this point. Maybe Anthony Weiner can help him with that. But Chris Christie is a big part of the Republican Party today. His bullishness, the way he mistreats people, the way he antagonizes the press, makes fun of them. Essentially, he is a bully. And that is exactly what we have with Donald Trump. Chris Christie and his attitude, his personality, the national attention paid to that, helped to pave the way for Donald Trump. And because of Trump's success, it isn't unlikely that Chris Christie could have followed in that same path after Trump leaves office. But these criminal charges should hopefully put the brakes on this very dangerous man's career, because we do not need another Chris Christie. We do not need a Republican hothead sitting in the White House in a seat of power who can't take criticism from a late-night TV show. That's what we have with Donald Trump. That's what we'd get with Chris Christie. So let's hope that these criminal charges do go forward and that a grand jury finds that there is enough evidence to issue an indictment and officially end the horrible reign of New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.